see us in your neighborhood, we're working harder than ever to stay on schedule and continue the work of keeping you safe at home. Remember, natural gas smells on purpose. Smell us? Tell us. PGW.
Double tap that screen like the live.
Protect the health of the nation. And Philadelphia Plumbers Union Local 690 is no different. In hospitals, commercial, industrial, and residential, with the best trained plumbers in the world, you can be sure your project is done on time and on budget, no matter how big or small. So when your business needs to build new or expand existing facilities, you can count on the members of Plumbers Union Local 690. Visit plumbers690.org.
Some things in life are meant for each other, like salt and pepper, bacon and mushrooms, or you and the all-new Wendy's mushroom bacon cheeseburger. Now, you're probably thinking, wait a minute, does bacon go with mushrooms? And the answer is, they do now. So if you want crispy, crunchy, cheesy, juicy, shroomy, and garlic spready, then you and the mushroom bacon cheeseburger are meant to be. For mushroomy, bacony goodness, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only, participating U.S. Wendy's.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify.
Right.
No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to end your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other IRS actions. Make sure you're getting the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima today for a free confidential consultation.
Call 800-392-7955. 800-392-7955. 800-392-7955.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Welcome to Staples.
I am so pumped. My business is going to kill it this year.
Awesome. How can I help?
First, on a new computer.
With Staples Home and Office Hot Deals, you save big on tech.
And new posters.
Save on custom printing too.
And,
Oh, a new chair?
it's time to sit.
Maybe all your new clients?
Now you're talking.
With Staples Home and Office Hot Deals, you'll find huge savings on custom prints, storage, chairs, and tech. And now save up to $175 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends 2/1.
What's better than one win? 3 wins. With Straight Savings, you keep your own phone, get one line for only $25 a month with real unlimited data, and get rewarded with a $200 phone credit after 12 months. It's a win-win-win. Head to Walmart or visit straighttalk.com today. Switch to Straight Talk. Less dollars, more cents. Straight Savings Plan enrollment requires compatible unlocked device and United service. Bonus device credit requires 12 months of active service. Offer and eligibility requirements are no longer met. Taxes and fees apply. For network management practices, see Straight Talk's terms and conditions.
Okay, so that's with bacon, cheese, lettuce, tomato, grilled onions, ketchup, and all the pickles.
You know what you like. You wouldn't order your burger just any way. Why should your sports talk be any different? With chapters on the free Odyssey app, you can choose the topics that matter to you most. Whether it's reactions, matchup previews, injury updates, or team news, quickly find what you really care about. Your football talk, your way. Download the free Odyssey app and start listening today. Texting enrolls you in recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message data rates may apply. Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym.
Yeah, I've really fallen off since I turned 40. I just don't get the results I used to get.
You lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenics Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh yeah, the key ingredient is something called testosterone, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels and help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you.
And I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to set up a text. Text KICK to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenics Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenics Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text KICK to 321-321. That's KICK to 321-321. Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs, so he doesn't have
could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check you have a full tank of gas first before road tripping through the desert.
Empty? Seriously? Maybe I can walk.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Maybe I can.
You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is Fireside with an Odyssey Sports Minute. Sunday night, Washington, Tampa Bay wildcard matchup should be one of the best games of the weekend. Quarterbacks Jaden Daniels, presumptive offensive rookie of the year, and Baker Mayfield have both energized their teams and should be able to move the ball on their opposing defenses. I can envision a whoever has the ball last scenario in this game. It should be wild, with the Commanders pulling it out with a mild upset, 31-27. I'm over at size.
94 WIP HD1 in Philadelphia, live from the TCK studios. An Odyssey Sports Station. This is Hugh Douglas and Joe Giglio on Sports Radio 94 WIP.
There it is. Welcome on in, Midday Show. Hugh Douglas, Joe Giglio, us, 215-592-9494. On a football Friday, we got started last night with a wild college football playoff game. And now we wait for Sunday. At 4:30, the Eagles and the Packers. Good morning, Hugh Douglas.
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Philadelphia. You know, I just realized this morning that I live on a peninsula.
Oh,
I told you that this morning. Yeah, I live on a peninsula. I didn't realize that.
how you feeling?
It was like, wow, I need to, when I get time, I need to explore Delaware just a little bit more. You know, I need to do a little bit exploring.
All right, well, you're doing the
Parts of
exploring.
Delaware's like, you know, because it's funny because we only deal with the parts that, you know, I guess that are closer.
Sure.
You know, like the furthest I've been in Delaware is Dover.
That's not very far.
No, you know, it's a lot going on in
Explore,
Dover.
man. Make sure you make some time for 4:30 on Sunday. We got a big weekend here. The Eagles, the Packers, Sunday. Speaking of Delaware, how about these guests we got today? How about this? So coming up at 12 o'clock today, Dorsey Levens will join us.
Perfect.
His take on the game. At 1 o'clock, we get an official ruling from Ike Reese on what Hugh Douglas has to do with his beard. You should be nervous. And at 1:30, the new head coach of Delaware State. You might know him as an Eagles wide receiver. His name's Deshaun Jackson. He's going to join the show. All right, Hugh, we've had all week to talk about this game and think about it. We do have some kind of troubling news from yesterday at Eagles practice. We'll get to that. But Hugh, we've talked about this game in every different way. Waiting for Jalen Hurts to get back on the practice field. Monitoring what's going on with Jordan Love, who didn't have a full practice yesterday. So it looks like both quarterbacks are going to be out there Sunday. And, you know, we've kind of had our eye on the Packers a lot this year. We played them in week 1. We followed them all through the season, knowing we could see this team down the line. And you have thought about it. And sometimes my mind from the beginning of the week to the end will change, right? Sometimes it will stay the same. Sometimes I feel about a game on Monday, I feel the same way on Friday. I came in here Monday and I was nervous. I had nervous postseason energy. You know where that nerves have gone?
Where did they go?
They're gone.
They're gone.
You know why? Because the Eagles aren't just going to win this game on Sunday. Hugh, the Eagles are going to win this game by a blowout. The Eagles are going to run the Packers out of the building. They have the better roster. They have the better offensive line. They have the better defensive line. They have the better coordinator. And they're playing a Packers team.
He workshopped this thing.
I've been thinking about it all week. They're playing a Packers team that is a fraud good team. Like, they're good, but they're fraud. They haven't beaten a team that's really any good the entire season. And I just keep going back to the weird vibes I saw on Sunday with that team, with their head coach basically saying, I blew the game, the quarterback getting hurt, the wide receiver getting hurt, the safety after the game saying we have to fix everything. This is a dead team walking into Philadelphia, and the Eagles are going to run them out of the building. 215-592-9494. Hugh Douglas, I believe the Eagles are a lock on Sunday. Lock it up right now. We're playing next weekend. Eagles in a blowout. Hugh, what do you feel?
I don't feel like it's a lock. I feel like the Eagles win this game, but I don't think anything is a lock because this team was in basically the same situation that they were in last year, the Green Bay Packers, that is. And they were able to win a playoff game against the Dallas Cowboys, going to their home.
Yeah, but Dallas, come on.
I knew you were going to say that. You know what's funny? I can hear it, and when I was about to say it, I can hear people in their car saying, but everybody beats Dallas in the playoffs.
That's all right.
Well, okay, I'll say it like this. Well, let's not us become Dallas. And I think that you have to protect yourself from that, man. I don't think that, like I'm with you. I think the Eagles win this game, but I think that going to this game thinking that you could just throw your hats out there on the field and they just lay down because it's the Philadelphia Eagles and they're coming to town. It's going to be a little cold. That they're just going to give up. I think that's just not the right way to think about these things. Jordan Love is he hasn't progressed as a quarterback in my opinion over this season, but he's still a really good quarterback, and they're in the playoffs. And they got some pretty good wins under their belt as far as they got 11 wins. But they got 11 wins. 11 wins.
Hey, Mike. Good. How are you?
You know, we can talk about the opponents that they played against and all this stuff.
Okay.
And guess who else did beat a whole lot of winning teams? And they ended up beating us.
So that's the
Remember that when they
stairs
went
right
in,
there.
they
This
didn't-
was
they
the
had a resume similar to that.
Yeah, I can take
of
those
the
two
Green Bay
and
Packers.
throw them there.
Now, I know that's
He's in the garden with
I was about to say, I understand
How you doing?
that
Oh, good,
was
good.
caveat
It's a little
and the
warmer
fact
today.
that our
A little
quarterback
warmer
got hurt.
today.
Yeah.
The fact that it's like we were about to
I'll
ross
just dump them wherever out here.
Gotcha.
So, dump them here. Dump them here.
Okay.
Dump them.
Okay.
protect against all that. There's been plenty of times that I think a playoff game
Yeah, we always like
where
make hands
it
and
looks
look.
like we are the
Yeah, whatever's
favorite.
gonna be used for sure.
Is this going to be out of your way if I just throw them there?
Like, that's
Yeah,
the
it's
thing
perfect,
that
yup.
you always have to protect yourself.
I got a little
and
careful when
realize
you
that
walk
you're
out that way. I
playing
got that
against an
collar
NFL
wires.
team.
I'm gonna take that to the dump. They make a deal about wire and the concrete. They say it's not clean. I mean, but if they can't see it and it's still in there, they'll still take it. I mean, so the guy was like, stole it.
They're saying something's up.
No, because the machine that crushes it up at the dump, they reuse it. They'll turn it into crusher run. And the machine, I guess, it doles it. But the place I go to, they can turn it between concrete and the wire. I think it's because of the thickness. So what I was telling you before was like, this is moving. I don't know why they usually would use that if you were doing a wall. Like, you know, it's all right.
They've had to in almost any game. When they played, they beat the Rams this year. That was a pretty nice win. That was probably their nicest win of the season. The Rams, I believe, in that game were out to cool. Like, they didn't have their full complement. Here are their wins over the Colts and Anthony Richardson, who's barely an NFL quarterback. Over the Tennessee Titans, the worst team in the NFL. Over the Arizona Cardinals, non-playoff team. Over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Chicago, they beat the Bears by one.
Put that over there.
They blew out the Niners who were playing their backup quarterback that day. This team is on paper they look scared. And then you yeah, they're paper titans.
Got a little mud on it,
on
it'll
paper.
break me.
And then you look deeper and you're like, wait a second. I'm scared of this Packers team. 215-592-9494. The Eagles have shown us since the end of September they're one of the best teams in the NFL. That's going to continue on Sunday. This is a lot. The Eagles are going to win this game. 215-592-9494. What are you feeling? Predictions, feelings, gut. It's a gut feeling Friday. Are the Eagles a lock to win this game? You know, just think about Steve Jones, football guy, you listen to what he said about the Packers in this matchup.
I just see no way. I see no way the Packers beat the Eagles.
Wow, you see no way. Give me a little bit more on why. That shocks me.
Well, I think Jordan Love is overrated. He's a solid quarterback. He's overrated.
Solid quarterback, but he's overrated.
Man,
I on his side. Like, I didn't have it on there. Saying, like, where's this cut that I figured
Oh, yeah. I was doing all day.
Y'all need to tell y'all believe. You can never underestimate anybody that you can never underestimate yourself.
I can't right now.
I see that. I see that's what you're doing. I refuse to do that, man. I mean, because even though, like, there's so many different examples. Even like the one last night, when Notre Dame came to the game, we talked about it before the game started, how everyone was stricken with, well, they had a lot of, they were decimated, and they still found a way to win that game, man. Even though it looked like early on that it was all Penn State. Yeah, man, and Notre Dame was able to fight and get back in that game and won by a field goal. So it's one of those things where you never underestimate yourself. You just can't do it.
Yeah,
During the winter?
I'm not underestimating.
So
I
I
just think
tend to
Eagles are
do,
better.
I stay busy. I'll tend to do more interior type stuff in the winter, but I'll still do exterior stuff. The last thing I just did was
every challenge they've had,
I did a demo.
they have answered the bell since the beginning of October. They just win these games. They win a lot of them by margin. They went to Baltimore and won the game.
I mean, just like
I
odds
mean, when
days,
the
I'll
league started,
start
I was
once,
where you are. Don't
probably in
underestimate
a
the
couple
Packers. They're a
months,
pretty
I'll
good
start
opponent,
picking
right?
up,
All those
and
kind of
then
things.
in
And as
the
the week
spring and
has gone
summer,
on,
I'll
the
do
more
a
I look
lot
at
of
it, I'm
like
like, wait a second.
concrete or
They're
wood
way better.
pointing
They have
or
better players. They have
paper. I see a
home field
ton of
advantage. They have
paperwork
better
now.
coaches. They're going to
Not so
win
much
games.
now. I was
realize what you're working with. You go for this one, like I realized.
So it varies. I try to.
Scores 215 not taking them lightly. Ross Tucker, also a football guy. He warned against taking the Packers out. Here's
I think this year
Dallas last year.
I don't know. I gotta try to like expand. I gotta kind of make a decision. So I have a neighbor that basically he owns a big site development company. And he was like, listen, he said, we're gonna branch off into doing concrete. Do you want to run the bridge? So I was like, let's talk more about it. I haven't heard. So this was like a couple months ago. So I was kind of waiting for that. Besides that, I think I was talking to my wife.
What's up, Coach Shooter? 2A veteran. Yo, what's going on? Appreciate it, y'all. Yeah, double tap that screen like the live, y'all. Appreciate you, 2A veteran and Coach Shooter. I'm in the United States, and yeah, we're doing a demo job too. This is the smaller concrete pad that's busted up. The other one's over there. I'll show you in a little bit, but I got it on the tripod right now, so bear with me. It's on a tripod today. You too, brother. Appreciate it. If y'all stay in my lives, if anybody comes in here with that fuckery bullshit, talking dumb shit, you know what I mean? We're licensed contractors. We do this every single day. We do 50, 60, 70, $80,000 jobs all the time. We know what we're doing. We're not just doing it for a camera. I've been doing this before I had a YouTube channel. So anybody coming in with the hate and shit, man, I appreciate if y'all can get rid of them for me. Appreciate my moderators. Good dudes. Everybody go subscribe to 2A Veteran 77 and Coach Shooter. They got wrenches for a reason, man.
Yeah, so but the one thing is, so the one guy that I was going to bring him on for this job this week, he's got another job too. So this week was like bad for him. So he'll be out for some of the other parts of the job.
Well, you can't take them like
Exactly. Yeah. And then for the finishing, I use guys that are
we've seen, like on our team, that if you get him rolling, he could be a whole problem. Yeah, great. He could be a whole problem. I look at it like this. I look at it like this. When you look at man for man, they're 22 against all. We're better than that position. But they're not a slouch. They're a decent team. They're a decent team. And that's the thing that you have to guard against. Because going in there thinking that you're going to need less than your best effort, because when you say, oh, it's a blowout, that's what it kind of feels like to me. Oh, you can take this day off, fellas. They're not going to come to play. No, you can't do that. It's the playoffs.
I just feel supremely confident.
This feels like, when you go into, I don't know what Eagles fans do.
Did you want more bricks? I mean,
I'm taking.
You do your thing. I'm not seeing what works for me. I just,
their best meal.
I have
Because they're
a little
into it.
pairs on
I got you.
the,
And trust me, there'll be a ton more bricks.
I'm sure. But I'm also trying to say this.
It's not to late me. No, it's late me. I know that. So don't
will too.
put yourself trying to and you know all of those shit, what they call charcuterie boards and all that stuff.
No, it is.
Yeah, all of that. Instead, you say, oh, this is an easy game, so now you just roll out grilled cheese sandwiches and juice boxes. No, you better bring the good stuff.
Oh, that's fine. It was hot and while I was cold, so it was still.
Yeah, it was the coffee was good black just because it was cold.
Yeah, I know.
We don't always get that.
Oh, sure, if you want to, yeah.
Those are good for plants in the garden, so I'll keep those.
Yeah,
These are out of your way.
That's not my fault for the Packers. They're a dead team walking. Like Ross said, they are limping into the postseason. You could just lose to the
I guess you're going to, yeah,
regular season and act like everything's okay.
Oh, I got it.
Not only that, but they're banged up. They've lost key players on both sides of the ball. Jair Alexander, the top corner, who followed A.J. Brown at it in week 1. He's done. Christian Watson, done. And not even, like, even if those guys were to play, we're a better team top to bottom.
We got a camera going.
There is no way in my mind that they come into the lake and beat this team. We're more hungry. We're more ready. We're the more physical team, and we're just a better team. I have the Eagles as a lot to beat Green Bay this week.
A lot.
Come on, Gil.
Come on, let me show. We need you to say, call this a lot.
Ain't nothing a lot. I think they beat them, but I'm not.
I can't believe on a football Friday before a playoff game you're scared. You're walking and you're scared.
See, and it's crazy to me that you guys like to play these word games. Say, oh, you're scared. No,
I feel it. It's not a word game. I can sense it.
I'm being respectful.
It's in the studio. You could you cut the tension with a knife.
I'm being respectful.
Respectful. They lost the Bears.
Oh my God, all the time.
Let me go back.
I know.
When
It gets
the
out of
Carolina
here
Panthers
quick though.
came to
Once we
town
start
here,
moving and
we
taking
were
loads
the
out,
AFC
it goes quick, and the next thing you know, it's just
we had home field
just
advantage.
stone.
Well, you were drilling for days and days. Oh my gosh,
What ended up happening?
Oh yeah, that jackhammer, it'll get your
But that's what I'm
I can't
your trash going. It gets your arms going.
But I can feel the whole house is kind of vibrating. Like, oh my God, I can't imagine being behind it. Oh,
Yeah. It'll tear you up after a little while.
Oh, I bet.
That's all I'm saying, Joe. I mean, there's a chance. You know, just like even Ross said yesterday, they played 10 times. The Packers might win 3 of those games.
That's great, but the other 7 are going to the
Yeah,
Eagles.
but what if this is one in the playoff generator? What if this is one of the 3?
No, this is not a generator. It's real life.
If this is the playoff simulator, what if this is one of the 3?
Listen, here's what else is real life. They beat the Indianapolis Colts, who stink, by 6 points. They beat the one time they beat the Bears, it was a point on a blocked field goal. Any given Sunday, I mean, this Packers team is 2 or 3 breaks away from missing the playoffs, and now we're worried about them. 215-592-9494. Is this, and you know what? Enough of the Cowboys thing last year. Ross brought it up, you're bringing it up. How come anytime I brought up the Eagles from last year, I said, Joe, that's last year, you can't bring it up anymore. The only thing we have with the Packers is they beat the Cowboys
Because
last
it
year.
fits my argument for
Yeah,
the day.
all right, I get that. It's just their reputation is built on last year. The
These arguments
Packers
evolve daily.
are overrated. 215-592-9494. Let's go to the phone lines here. Chris in Middletown starts us off on a football Friday. Good morning, Chris. Playoff football Friday, man. Chris, you're off to a good start here on this one. What sorry, you're not. Chris, I apologize. The quarterback threw that one away, Chris, last time.
Listen, Joe, let me tell you something. We kept the starter and let the backup go. The better quarterback walk. Doesn't this sound a little familiar, Joe?
A little bit, yeah. It does happen sometimes. I get it, Chris.
Yeah. You know, little Wentz and Nicky action went on there. So, moving on from that, guys, because that's not what's important today. What's important today, Mr. Soon-to-be Greenbeard?
See, how I knew this was going to somehow meander its way back.
Well, because this is your pennies. Go ahead.
How's it my pennies?
All that speak you're hearing right now, that's just the non-Eagles fan in him, the non-supporting the fan base with the regular colored beard. Once Ike comes in and takes care of business, I think you can see things. All right, let's go. Here we go! Sunday, our gladiators enter the ring with their eyes set on the prize, ready to destroy anything in their path. This team of brave warriors is different. They are now. Philadelphia, it's time. The real season is starting on Sunday. This is what we live for. This is why we do what we do. This is why Green Bay Packers are about to be put back on ice and sent home to their frozen tomb. The NFL season is going to set the tone. Eli, crew. One, two, it's gonna run wild and show everyone. Him, no one can stop this boy. Let me go. Only three nothing in life. That's Texas. And the Eagles beating the Packers on Sunday. We'll win this game by
Yes,
over.
the Eagles are beating the Packers Sunday.
Yeah. I wish I could watch the game Saturday too, man. I got that little job to do, man.
It's going to be the Eagles and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'd like to see the match 2 years ago. I mean, what, she's always get some calls or something goes my way in the game, or fucking makes them win.
I mean, that couldn't have been better time.
That was, I mean, he built up all season. He's obviously Chris is in postseason mode. I'm in postseason mode. Kyle's in postseason mode.
There'll probably be like an earthquake, like in our area. Like a small earthquake if we won the Super Bowl. Billy might get burnt down.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I was up there for the one in 17, man. I went up the night of. Me and my wife went up there and fucking, we were fucking partying. And then the parade, it was super cold that day. We were both sick. We were getting it up, dude. Fucking, we didn't have much fun in the parade, though. Like, the Phillies parade from like 15 years ago, that was the best, dude. That was,
Yeah, the Phillies parade, I went up there.
yeah.
When you were walking down the streets, it was like walking in the hallway at like high school. Like, oh, dude, the streets were, people were just smashing bottles, they were drinking and smoking weed right in front of the cops.
Oh yeah. Me and Buddy went up there. We got close to the stadium, probably maybe like 5 blocks from the stadium. Park in a big cooler, we set it up right there, and fucking, and we just carried it everywhere we walked, dude. And fucking bumped into so many people we knew. David Chalker, Donovan, my brother, fucking Gucci. I don't remember seeing Gucci now.
Football Friday on Wild Card Week. I think Eagles can put the Packers down the Sunday. What do you think? Get on the record here. Gut feeling on a Friday. Is this a loss?
Oh, did you? Yeah, that's easy.
Give this now. You think the Eagles are going to win?
Buddy ended up going, dude, we got stuff. People talking guys actually. Dude, I remember it was like fucking. They came up with fucking it was such a long blast, dude.
The Phillies parade, that was fun. I was literally stumbling down the street.
Oh, yeah.
It was great though.
For midday show, Sports Radio 94.
You know, the action is heating up at this playoff season at ESPN.
These 2 big blocks here, I don't think it's keeping them.
We're playing right. ESPN Bet Sportsbook customers can bet $10 and get up to $100 in bonus bets. And unlock 30 days of ESPN Plus. Download the app to sign up with the promo code Radio100 to get started today. Odds and lines subject to change. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem, call 1-800.
Yeah, man, it gets pretty brutal, man. It gets pretty crazy for sure. I'm sore as hell today from yesterday. Double tap that screen, y'all. Like the live, double tap the screen.
100% online, like compounded GLP-1 weekly injections with the same active ingredient as Ozempic and Wegovy. All for as low as $165 per month with a 12-month subscription paid up front. No hidden fees and no membership fees. Get started at forhers.com/go today.
Over the past 75 years, more than 10,000 chemicals have entered our food supply, but the EU allows just 300 additives. At Thrive Market, we prioritize quality, banning over 1,000 ingredients found in conventional grocery stores. Our Healthy Swap scanner helps you find better versions of your pantry essentials without the junk, dyes, or fillers, and everything is delivered right to your doorstep. So shop at a grocery store that actually cares about your health at thrivemarket.com/get-started for 30% off your first order and a free $60 gift.
Joe Montana here. In my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease. Are you 50 or older like me? The CDC now
recommends vaccination against pneumococcal disease. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at increased risk and over 6 times greater risk of hospitalization with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50. Schedule your appointment today at taxassist.com.
Sponsored by
Don't forget to cut that wire out on yours. There's
your
stuff
virtual
over here,
assistant
but
from Wells Fargo makes banking faster and easier. Like this.
Fargo, what did I spend on groceries last month?
And this.
Fargo, turn off my debit card.
And this.
Fargo, what's my checking account routing number?
And that's just the beginning. Do you Fargo? You can. In the Wells Fargo mobile app. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getfargo.
Fargo is only available on the Wells Fargo mobile app. Wells Fargo Bank and any member.
Carrying concrete to a wheelbarrow
Right now,
up
Macy's,
there.
it's about
We
time.
demoed that way
Time
bigger
to
pad
start
up
the year
there.
off right, because it's time for our one-day
Taking it to
sale.
the dumpster
So if you've been thinking
and
it's
doing
time
it
to start
again,
a
and
new
then we
workout
gotta get
routine,
all this.
there's no time like the present. Just come into Macy's to pick up the active styles you've been looking for. You'll save 25 to 40% on Adidas, Reebok, the North Face, and more. But don't wait, because Macy's one-day sale will be over Sunday, which means you're almost out of time. We'd say more, but hey, time's up. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Hey, football fans, it's Andrew Filipponi, host of the First and Pod podcast. Join me and my co-host, three-time All-Pro Patrick Peterson, as we break down every game every week. New episodes drop on Monday and Friday mornings. Be sure to subscribe on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
The Jug Handle Inn is all about good times and amazing food. Enjoy their famous award-winning wings with monster burgers, nachos, salads, and more. Plus the excitement of watching all the games at the Jug Handle Inn in Cinnamon City. Visit online at thejughandleinn.com.
Shop the Home Depot's biggest bath event of the year and get up to 40% off select online vanities. Plus, get it delivered for free. Whether you're going for trendy and modern or cozy and timeless, there's a vanity that will perfectly complement your style. Get up to 40% off select online vanities only at HomeDepot.com. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
You deserve sunglasses that can keep up with your active lifestyle. Whether you're on the water, hitting the trails, or soaking in the sun, Shade and Precision Eyewear provides superior protection and clarity. Use code PLAY20 to get 20% off. Visit SeeBetterPlayBetter.com.
Score the winning touchdown at Borgata during the Big Screen Blitz. Earn entries for your chance to be one of the lucky winners to get an 85-inch Samsung Smart TV, valued at $1,100. Drawings every Saturday, now through January 25th. Score big during the Big Screen Blitz, only at Borgata Hotel, Casino, and Spa. Must be 21 or older. Every public call.
I'm Mark Lynch, business manager of IBEW Local Union 98. We're proud to support the Birds as they march on the road to victory in pursuit of a championship. Local Union 98's 5,500 highly trained members, along with our partners, Nika and Del Jersey, apply that same passion and drive to every project. We're dedicated to maintaining Philadelphia's status as a championship city. For superior craftsmanship, completed using the latest methods, always with safety in mind, use the top-notch professionals of IBEW Local Union 98. Go Birds.
Kickstart your new year with a rewarding career at H&K Group Incorporated. H&K is the leader in heavy construction and contractor site materials with over 80 locations across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware. H&K offers a wide range of opportunities, including heavy equipment operators, CDL drivers, mechanics, site supervisors, engineers, and project managers. 100% paid benefits designed to promote healthy living, financial stability, and career growth. H&K Group does not discriminate. Apply today at hkgroup.com. It's your future opportunity.
Back to Hugh Douglas and Joe Giglio. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
It's gonna be a blowout. We're playing at home too?
Yes.
Yeah.
A blowout.
A blowout.
Derek Sproles gets it. He's not worried. It's a lock.
These pros.
Welcome back
He
to
was
the
more
show.
confident with that than he was talking about ghosts. I'm sorry.
That's
I
true.
just had to point that out.
Sometimes you have conviction in certain
these
things.
pros my guy, man. These pros my man. These pros, you listen, that's all a joke, dog.
You don't agree with the bluff.
No, I'm just saying, I just thought it was funny how...
Some of us have conviction in the Eagles on Sunday. Some of us don't.
Okay, so for context, Plenty cut when he was asked about Coach Sirianni. That's what I was laughing at.
No, I know.
No, but I'm saying, because, see, today is the day where I've been getting bullied all week, but on Friday,
you pushing back?
It's a little bit pushback on Friday.
I'm not here to bully you. I'm here to bully the Packers. And anyone who thinks this is not a lock on Sunday, it's okay. I mean, how often can we say around here, into a playoff week, the Eagles clearly are the better team?
No, they are the better team.
Sometimes I'm actually surprised. We're going to take a lot of phone calls here. How many people are a little bit concerned about this? I looked early on, and it's just early on our Twitter poll. A lot of people are not taking the Packers lightly. The Eagles won 14 games. They've lost one time since the end of September. If you can't feel good about a 14-win team at home in a playoff game, then when can you ever feel like it's
there are some intangibles in here, man. Our quarterback is he ain't threw a ball in about a month.
And theirs has a bad elbow.
Yeah, but he's been playing. He ain't been playing well, but he's been playing.
Wow, all right.
And there's something to be said about timing, man. And not only that, it's one of those things where I think the Eagles are going to win. I don't want anybody to think that I don't think the Eagles are going to win. But I just don't feel like we should go into this game thinking that we don't need anything less than our maximum effort.
No, I expect maximum effort, all that. I just feel like the outcome is a lock. The Eagles are going to win this football game. 215-592-9494. Today's show is sponsored by Klondike Caves. Enjoy Bud Light and Michelob Ultra commercials all football season at Klondike Caves. Argue, if there is one concern, well, in the beginning of the week, it was obviously Jalen, right? But he's practiced, and I expect him to be cleared and playing the game on Sunday. We actually have a new concern now, Hugh. So, A.J. Brown left practice on Wednesday, and then he did not practice yesterday. Like, when I say did not, I don't even mean like limited.
Plant-based.
I don't know what he's being, but he didn't practice. He was not out there yesterday. He has a knee issue. Now, here's the other side of it and why you shouldn't panic. At least I don't think so. Everyone that covers the Eagles probably got the same message from the Eagles, and they put it out there. They expect him to play. This is a rest management thing. But Hugh, it is a little... it's eyebrow raising, right? He left practice Wednesday. He did not practice yesterday. Hugh, I know what concern. Yeah, I don't know how bad it is, but something obviously has happened with his knee.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, you're talking about a quarterback that hasn't played in a month and hasn't had the timing with the receiver, who now that you're back, you're not getting the timing with the receiver because he's not practicing. And you want to try to get the ball to him as much as you possibly can. That's what I'm saying. This might get off to a slow start. And that's the reason why I felt like that early in the week. And that's why I still feel like this might be a game where it might be a highly contested game, a more contested game than we anticipate. But I still think the outcome.
Yeah, I mean, but aren't all Eagles games like that? And then by the end, they kind of run away.
Yeah.
I think about the Rams game early this season. That was in November, but that was kind of close into halftime. And then by the second half, they just ran out.
But see, it's like, and it's all wordplay. We established that on a daily basis. Because when I hear in my mind, when you say blowout, to me, that's wire to wire. That's, we line up, we beat the brakes off from the beginning of the game, and it was never in doubt from the beginning to the end. I don't think that's going to be the case. If you're asking me honestly how I think this game is going to play out, I think that there are going to be a couple of series where we sputter a little bit to get going. And, Green Bay, they might move the ball up and down the field. I don't think they score. They might get a field goal out of it, but they move the ball up and down the field.
Yeah, I made that coffee just right.
That's how I feel this game is going to go. What was it, last week? Eagles fans, not the Giants game, but the one before that, they were booing a little bit at the beginning of their game. They were booing because they didn't get off to the start that we wanted it to get off to. We ended up winning the game, but I feel like it's probably going to skew more so that way as opposed to going wire to wire.
So I've been concerned with the slow starts all year, and I do think at some point that's a big deal, right? I just don't think it's this week.
Yeah.
They have to fix that to beat Detroit. They have to fix that to win the Super Bowl. I don't know. I'm not worried about this Green Bay offense on Sunday. Even if the Eagles offense starts slow and they're not doing much. Do we think Green Bay's coming in here and moving the football? They have a quarterback with a bad elbow. They just lost their best deep threat. I know Josh Jacobs is a very good back for the Eagles. I'd be surprised if they let them run down their throat. I don't see how they're moving the football on Sunday. So maybe it's 0-0 at the end of one.
Here's the thing. Because this is, if I'm going into this game against the Eagles, this is how I am going to play. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that I don't let Jalen Hurts get comfortable at all. Because he hasn't had the time. He hasn't been on the field in a year. I mean, excuse me, a month. A month.
A year, I might probably feel
He said he hasn't been on the field in years.
Well, since last year, you could say.
Well, yeah, that's what you know what's funny? That's what I was thinking.
All year.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But so if I'm a defensive coordinator, every third down, every time I get them in third, I'm stopping the run, and I'm gonna put them in third down, and on every third down play, I'm coming after Jalen.
Sure.
And I'm trying to hit him every play. You know, and I mean within the realm of the game. You know, because I don't want anybody to think I'm trying to be dirty. That's just a tactic, because he is coming out of concussion protocol, and you know, I mean, for lack of a better way of saying it, if I can put him back in concussion protocol within the realm of the game, that's what I'm gonna try to do. Even though, you know, we've shown that we have other quarterbacks that we can play with, but what I'm trying to say is this. I'm going to try to slow the game down as much as I possibly can, because my number one receiver is hurt. And I'm going to run the ball with Josh Jacobs to try to keep it. I'm going to have the same game plan for people that don't understand what's going on. I'm going to play the same way the Atlanta Falcons played. I'm going to play that game. I'm going to keep it close. And I'm going to try to win it in the fourth quarter.
I get it, and I think they'll do that, but I think that's their only shot. And I think
that's it. You're right. That's the only shot. Yeah. Because you're trying to, this game, I think everybody would agree, for both teams, this game is a get past this one, get healthier for the next, and then we'll add a little bit more to the next one. Because it's like that for Jalen. I feel like Jalen's going to go into this game, and he might be a little rusty, but get past this one, and then we'll worry about the next week, because this is a one-and-done situation.
Of course. I think as a whole, we're talking ourselves into the big bad Packers too much this week. And I did it to start the week. Like, my first thought was like, wow, they're better than your average 7 seed. Wow, this is not your easy kind of matchup. But the more I look at them now, like, you know, we always say the Eagles have changed. So have they. They lost Christian Watson. Kyle brought up a great point. They lost their best corner, Jair Alexander. They don't have their best corner. They don't have their best wide receiver. Their quarterback's banged up. Their head coach is a doofus in the games.
Doofus.
He's a doofus. I mean, he can game plan, but in the game, he's a doofus.
We don't use doofus.
He's a big old doofus. I'm not scared of this team. And Josh Jacobs, sure, he's a good running back, but he's not going to come in here and run for 200 yards. 215-592-9494. Let's go to the phone lines here. Jay is up next on WIP. Hey, Jay.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Jay, we're good, buddy. What are you feeling this morning?
I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. I've been listening to you guys since I've been in Panthers. Go.
Yeah.
We've been on there.
Well,
I'm going to talk about the last elephant in the room. I'm surprised you guys haven't answered.
What is that?
Jake Elliott is not being able to make 50-yard field goals. And I think this game is going to come down to a Jake Elliott 50-yard field goal. And I've been having this nightmare every night. That Chris is going to drive it downfield. They're going to get that 50-yard line. And it's going to be time for Jake Elliott to come out and draw the offense this year.
Yeah, 50 plus. Yeah. If it comes down to that, I don't feel quite as confident as I feel in general. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been good this season. I feel like I don't think we've ignored it. We've talked about it. We've always tried to make it. At some point, he's going to have to hit a big game. But that's the way these games work. At some point, folks like we're talking about, I hope it's not it could be next week or the week after. And he's not trustworthy right now.
I'm scared that, you know, it comes down to special teams and defense. And I don't know. You know, I want to say it's a lot, but I'm leaning on the cheap a little bit. Not a lot this year.
What are you doing in the fan base this
What do
morning?
you mean, what am I doing to the fan base?
Doing?
Listen, he said he's been listening, and he knows that on Friday, you know, we laugh and giggle, we play all week long. But on Friday, that's when I'm locked in. I'm locked in on a Friday.
Half-ass the rest of the week and lock in on a Friday.
That's what they said. I got skate my way during 4 days. On the 5th football Friday, I'm locked in.
Jay, I feel it too. I feel the Elliott sense. Jay, maybe we should go call. Let's hope this game is Elliott Shore Park this morning. That's not Jake Elliott. Elliott Shore Park speaking on Jake Elliott this morning, and he predicted this game comes down to a Jake Elliott win, a game-winning field goal. Let's not. Can we not do that? What do I mean?
Y'all like out on Jake.
He's 1 of 7 from 50 plus. Where are you on Jake Elliott?
I think he's just going through a phase right now.
It's been the whole season.
I think that this will be the game where he gets out of whatever it is. You can't give up. You can't give up. What are you mad? I'm just telling you what I'm thinking.
No, I'm just saying, I hope you're right. I'm out on Jake, but like, you can't act like it's crazy for me to shake you.
No, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to make you feel. And it's not working.
Well, I'll make you feel better. If they win the game by double digits, he doesn't have to matter that much.
I have no problem with double digits.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. I mean, the more you think about what the Packers are, I think they have more myth than reality. They've created this thing where because they won a playoff game in Dallas last year in a very high-profile spot, everyone assumes they're the same team. I thought last year, although they've won 2 more games this year, I thought last year's version of the Packers was more dangerous. Last year, down the stretch of the season in 2023, they beat the Lions in Detroit on Thanksgiving, and they beat the eventual champion Kansas City Chiefs on a Sunday night game. Like that impressed me. I was like, whoa, they look like a dangerous team if they get in. And they got in, and they beat the Dallas Cowboys, and they obviously played with the
Double tap that screen like the live.
They don't look like that kind of team this year. I know they have 2 more wins.
And they don't sound like it either.
They don't sound like it. They sound like a team that is doubting themselves. Meanwhile, every time I hear the Eagles, they're expressing confidence in themselves. It's almost like a 180, an inverse of last year.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, you don't want to get into this game. You don't want to get into
Shiesty
this game.
on.
And we've seen it before in the past where you allow a team to hang around.
That's my turbo mode.
Or keep the game close because we're not hitting or clicking on all cylinders. And then all of a sudden, we're looking up in the 4th quarter and we're like, damn, how that happened? That's kind of, again, how it happened in the Falcons game. They kept it close to the vest. They took penitentiary chances when they had to, and they made good on those chances.
But how much do we put to that game? The Eagles are so different than they were.
No, they are, but I'm just using that as an example. But the one thing, the parallel that I'm drawing from it is this: our number 1 receiver is hurt. I know we got Schmitty. Our quarterback's timing is gonna be off.
But it's been off all year in the first quarter.
No, but it's really okay. Well, it's really about to be off because he hasn't thrown only about 4 passes in a month.
Yeah, that's true.
So I know we have Saquon Barkley, and I feel like we're going to give him a heavy dose of that. But you've been talking about it all week, Joe. We're going to have to get something from Jalen. Of course. We're going to have to get some passing plays from Jalen. And I just feel like those will probably come later in the game as opposed to earlier.
I just feel if you can't be really confident right now, when are you ever going to be really confident in an Eagles playoff game?
I'm confident they're going to win.
Well, that's it. I mean, they're a 14-win team with the best defense in the NFL. They've lost 1 game since September. They're at home against a team limping in. I mean, I couldn't draw up a better scenario for a playoff game. This is the moment to feel confident, and a little surprised this morning, led by Hugh Douglas.
And disappointed.
And disappointed. I need someone here who's confident. Let's go to Ken in Cinnamon. What's up, Ken? Good morning, Ken. Are you surprised I woke up feeling this way today? I've thought about this all week, and you said something Monday, and I agree with you now. They're going to win this game. They're the better team.
Well, see, now I'm worried.
I flipped the script on you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, this always works when you're, when you're, having doubt right up until the final gun. But in all seriousness, I understand where he's coming from, having played in the league and knowing, the intensity that's involved in playoff football and stuff like that. I get it. But not only are the Eagles a far superior team to the Packers, I mean, it's not even, well, they are better at every position than the Green Bay Packers. I don't don't think I've seen a team more locked in mentally. I don't think it's been a long time since I've seen a team, not just an Eagles team, but any team, that plays together for each other as a unit as much as this team does. I mean, this team, I think that the separator this year, like, they didn't all of a sudden become a bad team in the last 7 weeks of the season and into the first round of the playoffs. But they had all the same play. It's just that they all stopped playing, for each other. And Josh Reddick is several times. And I'm certain you talked about Reddick, who, oh, by the way, has fewer sacks than Bryce Huff in the same number of games for the New York Jets this year. So, none of those things exist this year. This team is so locked in. They're so together as a unit. And when you get a team like this, they are easy drop passes.
Can't see the screen.
Now, I know that, it's plus Christmas and all that, but it still is true that they are two easy drop passes away from being a 16-1 football team. And nobody is talking about anything other than you got to beat the Philadelphia Eagles and carry that to the market. I don't think that changes because they had two drop passes on two really easy plays. I think in the end, it's kind of an equation. You're going to win the market. You're going to have to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. And I feel totally confident in the team because of the way they are. Well, that's the one. I saw a quote. Ken's a good quote. I saw a quote in the Atlantic. Nathan Murphy wrote a column from Lane Johnson. And he's kind of talking about the difference between their mentality last year heading in the postseason versus this year. And this is the quote from Lane. He said, "No, we're not on a 16 losing streak, whatever it was last year. Momentum is definitely on our side now. I feel like we're coming together more than probably what we did last year. That team was kind of in disarray in a state of that going into the playoffs. It does feel like just complete opposite. They feel
it definitely
confident now, and it's not a loss of it. I don't think the Packers collapse or whatever the last couple weeks is as bad as these, but they come in with doubt. Meanwhile, the Eagles, they sound confident.
No, they are, as they should be. I mean, because that's the question. What I'm saying is, you should never underestimate anybody in the playoffs because like everything is going in your favor. That's what you do. That's when I don't want that. I want to go in and I want to have a dominant mindset, a dominant attitude, and I don't want to underestimate anybody. That's kind of the way I attack the playoffs. Because, to your point, there's a lot of times you've been in scenarios where, you go in, for instance, the Chicago Bears were the number 2 seed the year we went there. So much so, they were confident. They thought they were going to win. The fan base were calling our rooms talking about the Bears. I never forget it. They were ringing the phone talking about the Bears and hang up. And so much so we even heard stories about how they made the Super Bowl shuffle too. Because they just knew they were going to kick our ass. They knew that. And sometimes when you have teams that feel that way, things don't work out the way that you want them to. I've been on both sides of these. Why, you might call it a little plant-based. I just say it's more of mutual respect or respect for your opponent because you don't want that alligator to come up and bite you if you get caught slipping.
What would the Hugh that broke Jim Miller's collarbone think? Not the Hugh that's on the airwaves.
He would be like, man, I don't even know. Who is this guy? But see, that's what, when age comes wisdom, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm sitting here with these young whippersnappers every day trying to drop knowledge on y'all, and I just get ridiculed every day.
You want some knowledge?
I did.
Pushing 40. I'm not whippersnapper. All right, you want some knowledge here? Since the NFL expanded, Hugh, to 7 seeds in the playoffs, I used to be 6 for a long time, now it's 7. You know what the record is of the 17 is in 8 games. 8 and 2 versus 7.
You say how many? They're probably like 2 wins or something like that.
1 and 7.
1 and 7.
Now the Packers last year are the
one, the outlier.
Think the Packers are the bad because this last year. They're not the same team last year. Yes, the rookie man.
Everything in my power to make sure that the boogeyman doesn't make a return. I'm going to do everything in my power.
They got a 17 who's getting ready to go. Darnell and Barrett. Oh man, so look. question. And I will here's the problem for me. Even though look, here it is, man. Man, respect, man. If any given
I'm gonna go back live in a couple minutes.
one thing I will